morning from Teatime Travels, another episode today. Today we're actually in the auditorium, the big auditorium where you see like the Broadway style shows, because we have another tour. And I am nervous as heck because the last two times I was in a vehicle, I almost passed out. Get really bad car car sickness, seasickness. I can't, like, motion for me and my vertigo don't go hand in hand. So I had a really rough time the last two times. Anyways, so today we are in Naples, and we're going to be doing a little leisurely stroll in Sorrento, and we're going to discover that. I'm hopeful that we can go to the Amalfi Coast because that place is absolutely breathtaking. So those are little things that we have in mind to do. So we're hopeful we can do it. Not 100% sure, but we're going to go discover Naples. So we actually learned a little bit today about Naples. There is a huge mountain up front, and that mountain is called what?
Mount Vesuvius.
Mount Vesuvius, and it erupted a long time ago.
And there used to be a village that also lived there, but since of all the acids from the volcano and all the eruptions, they
passed away. They all passed away. So now there's no little, I don't know if there's a little town there. I can't really tell from where we are on the cruise. But that was a fun fact. Mount Vesuvius, Vesuvius, and it used to be an active volcano. Anyways, so today we're gonna go to Sorrento. We're gonna discover. We're gonna go shopping. We're gonna do our last before we head back. So this is the theater. We are group 3. I'm standing up here. Our group is sitting down there, but I have to stand up because if I have to sit like in the middle or the back of the bus, I will throw up. So we're just waiting up here.
Leader for today.
Yeah.
Together with our nice driver Angelo. So he will drive us safely from. At the back, you see just a little bit the Isle of Capri.
Wow.
This is all the Sorrentine Peninsula. You see the cliffs that are going straight to the sea. So the beaches are very small, tiny ones.
Now, mic went off before. There you go, went off again. So I want to make sure if you can hear me, I'm going to raise the voice as loud as possible, okay? If you cannot hear me, feel free to interrupt me. I'm going to start all over again. Well, for the point where you heard. Now, come closer, come closer. Jigsaw puzzle of little pieces of wood in different kinds and colors, all put together to create a single object. How do you get to do something like this on top of each other to be fixed with nails, barely visible by the other flowers, but could be grapes, landscape, whatever. Then what you'll do is a little hole nearby the desired part of it.
So we were given 2 tickets, or 4 tickets, one for each of us, to get a gelato. So I got Nutella, Coco got strawberry, Aloha got lemon, and my husband got Nutella also. The Nutella is very good. So we're trying to do one of those like little lemon sorbets. They frozen. Let's do it. Look, lemon sorbet in the lemon. Let's do it. I don't know what that is, but it's delicious. Okay, we want to do that, which is very typical here in Napoli. Also in what do you call it? The Amalfi Coast. You can find a lot of this. So we want to pick a lemon. Look at the size of those things. We want to do it. Okay, the girls are picking a lemon. Oh, you could do a lemon or a mango, babe. So as you can see there, these are the sizes of lemons you can get. This one's 20 euros, but it's definitely something I want to try. Definitely. One major thing I've seen in all of Italy is the amount of linen clothing Such pretty linen clothing. Ven, dame la mano, mami. Over here.
Everyone's scaring me.
Yeah, for sure. This looks like the spot. So we found a little restaurant. So this is probably the only restaurant that is open at this time. We got here at 11 in the morning. Everything else opens at 12, but at 12 we have to meet to leave. So they brought us some little breads and some breadsticks for the table. Looks good. Oh my goodness. This is exactly what I want to eat. In a lemon.
Yes.
It has a lemon, a creamy lemon sauce. Oh my God, I'm gonna love this. This is so good. I love it. It's that like lemon, zesty, creamy sauce. Oh my goodness, so good. And then I turn it inside the lemon and I get a little extra. Oh my goodness, so good. So good. We got some lemon soda water. The lemon is straight from Sorrento. It's very good. Very, very good. So the food was superb. I really loved the truffle pasta my husband got, but mine was delicious. I really like that acidic, lemony flavored like sauce. So that was incredible. We have like 9 minutes before we have to make it to the bus. So we're hoping we can eat dessert in 9 minutes and then run. So we have to run to the bus. So we are like, book bags are on and we're having one bite of the pan a cotta before we have to go. Well, we made it to a factory where they make all of the lemon products. And we're gonna be testing.
Oh my God. Lemon.
No, that's orange, I think. May I try just the chocolate, the other chocolate? This is lemon? Oh, thank you. Lemon and chocolate. Lemon and orange chocolate. They have soaps. They have, I don't know what this is, like soap, I think. They have bath bombs. They have candy. They have everything that you can imagine. They have pastas. Oh my gosh, crazy. They have just different types of lemon products everywhere. It smells like lemons. Look at all of, they have ceramics, leather. I mean, I don't know, but leather too.
How do I put this? Here are the beanies. Where's the small one?
Oh, and then they have a little bake shop over here. A pastry shop. Look, girls.
Papa, thank you. Mama,
Bang, look at the pastries. So beautiful. When you get out of the little shop, they have like a whole little section outside where you can get limonata, you can get ice cream, you can get gelato, you can get what do you call it, frozen drinks. So cool. And then look at the view. Well, they're in a little car eating. Holiday Road. And then look at that view. So it's Future Vicky, and I have to hop onto this video because I have to share my true experience and what I felt during this excursion. And I feel that one thing I am is very transparent, but if I go through an experience and I'm showcasing it to you, I need to give you my honest review or opinion. So we did the Sorrento stroll excursion. They picked us up in Napoli. We went on a tour bus, a guided tour, and we went to Sorrento. When we got to Sorrento, they told us we had 2 hours to ourselves to do what we pleased. However, before we got that 2 hours to ourselves, we were taken to a little store where they did a live wood carving demonstration. Now, there was no wood carving going on. It was more of a show and tell. So we take this wood, we cut this out, and then we just put this together. It was very, there was no lot, like it wasn't anything, it wasn't what it was described to be, I feel like I can say. Not only that, but they took us to a store. I feel that it was in hopes that we would purchase from that particular store. Once we were done with that, they gave us a little coupon for us to get either a free ice cream or a free beverage from a specific restaurant. Now, that specific restaurant was tied together with that store. So you go, and I believe that they do that in hopes that you're hungry, so you get the free gelato, but you're like, we're already here, we might as well sit down and eat. And the live wood demonstration and the process of getting that free drink or free ice cream is part of that 2 hours. By the time we were done watching the little wood demonstration and we were done getting the gelato, we probably had an hour left. And in that hour, you literally have, like, you just drove almost, not a full 2 hours, but you just drove almost 2 hours to Sorrento. You want to run in there, you want to discover, you want to go to the stores, you want to go to the sites. We had 1 hour. That's it. And in 1 hour, I had to look for a restaurant. My husband had to look for a restaurant because we were starving. And one thing I will tell you, please take note of this, because this is true whether it's Spain, Italy, France, whatever it is. To get some good, authentic food, you need to dig deep into the restaurants. If you are standing in front of a restaurant and you're like, oh my God, this looks really good. If there's somebody standing outside of that restaurant with a menu, maybe it's an English menu with an iPad, you know, are you hungry? We have the best food in town. You have these like elaborate menus with 500 things, and there's people literally outside of the restaurant calling you and like, oh, we have the best food. Look at the prices. We have the best prices. These prices can't compare. We have the best food. If you have people trying to sell you the food, that is a tourist spot. You don't want to go there. I'm not saying the food is bad. You're just not going to get the experience you want when it comes to like that culinary, like that type of experience. You have to go where the locals go. And if you want to go where the locals go, usually, at least from my experiences, the menus are rather small, very simple. They're not here trying to like accommodate you. I went to a specific restaurant. I didn't know, like I don't speak Italian, so I didn't know how to describe what it is that I wanted. So I told the guy something like Alfredo sauce, and he said, no, we don't do that here. You either eat what we have on the menu. We don't do that here. And I was really happy to hear that. I was happy to hear that because that means that they're not going to cater to tourists. They're going to cater to the locals. So in order for us to find a restaurant that was going to be good, we had to dig. We had 1 hour. So what we did was we literally just separated from everybody in the group, and we started running through like the little alleys. We wound up finding a restaurant that opened at 11 in the morning. Everything else was opening at 12. So as of now, we have either the restaurant that they gave us a free gelato, and it was packed with tourists. When I talk about packed with tourists, I'm talking about hundreds of tourists. So it was either that restaurant, or we run across like that little village and try to find the restaurant that I'm talking about that opened at 11. And that didn't seem touristy at all. It was like hidden inside of the little, like the little alleys that you have to run through and turn here and turn there. Well, we found this restaurant. The food was spectacular. It was so good. It was very common for a lot of the dishes in Sorrento to have lemons. And it's very close to the Amalfi Coast, which if you've seen pictures and things like that, you know that everything with them is like lemons. Well, they made this pasta, and it was like in this like lemon garlic butter sauce with prawns, which is shrimp. And they placed it inside of the lemon. So I would get the pasta and I would twirl it inside of the lemon and would get a little bit extra lemon zest. Oh my God, it was so good. But before we were even done with our meal, we were getting calls. Like my mom was like, Vicky, where are you guys? Everybody's already here. So like, on another thing, they don't like to be rushed. Like when you're eating at an Italian restaurant, you got to take your time. You know, they don't live life in Europe on a rush here. Everything is just calm and cool. If you've been to Europe or you're going to Europe, you're gonna see that people just don't they kind of go with the flow. They're not there to rush. And if you're an American and you're going to Europe, you're not gonna rush them. They're not gonna change the way that they do things because you're in a rush. So we felt kind of awkward because we knew that the bus was about to leave us, 100%.
the bus was going to leave us. And my mom kept calling, where are you guys? I'm like, oh my God, I just finished twirling the pasta on my fork. Like, the hour's over already. And whatever the case, we ended up like swallowing our noodles. We had the dessert ordered. And we kept telling the guy, like, we need the dessert, we gotta go. And the guy's like, okay, yeah, I got it, you know? And he brought the dessert. We literally had our backpacks on, our bags on, and we were like eating while we were trying to pay. It was like crazy. Back to the point I'm trying to make. The point I was trying to make with all of this, the story time and everything. First of all, get a good restaurant. If you're gonna go to Europe, don't go where the tourists go. If you're going to eat, follow me on Instagram. I keep posting little, a day in Rome, a day in Provence, France, a day in Barcelona. And I share where you're gonna eat, where you're gonna get your dessert, what thing you have to do, like what activity you have to do, and what store you have to check out. And I keep posting these little things. So if you're going for the first time, you have a couple of hours, you're going on a cruise, and you're like, okay, I really wanna go on my own because Vicky said if I go on my own in Europe, I'm probably gonna get more done, but I don't know what to do. I'm sharing that with you. So follow me on Instagram so you can get all of that information. Regardless, we had no time to explore Sorrento. Leisurely stroll, there was nothing of leisurely stroll. We were rushed the whole time. I said it in the last video and I'm gonna say it again. Going on your own, not in every place, because there's places that you should not go alone. You shouldn't. But at least in Europe, my experience, I had a better time just going on my own. I would have taken a train, a taxi, whatever the case, and I would have explored it. And the crazy part is, we were getting back on the ship around 1:30, 2:30, and we didn't leave until 7:30 p.m. So we just spent money to literally run for an hour without exploring, seeing, or doing anything productive with our time. And we spent a ton of money. So I, for sure, after this experience, I do not plan on doing another excursion in Europe. I plan on doing things on my own. Unless I go to a brand new place that I've never heard of, done anything at, I don't know. And also, I'm really, really sorry, but this room is super echoey. This is my office. This is my official Teatime office. I'm super excited because I've always wanted a Teatime office where I can film my videos and do all my things in here. Finally have it, but unfortunately it's echoey because there's not a lot of stuff in here. I only have my blue walls, my blue couch, 2 swans and a desk, and the walls need some art. I already know what I'm gonna put in certain places. I'm really excited about that, but that's in the future. That's way in the future. Right now we're concentrating on Europe. So anyways, let's get back to the video.
So this is our view. Usually all we see are like containers, like food containers and things like that. But over on this side, it's like the ocean and you see everything on that side. And then over on this side, you see all like the mountains and you see all the little villages up there. It's really, really pretty. Once we got back on the ship, we had an early dinner. We walked around a little. The girls got to visit their favorite place on board, which is the family playroom. And then before the night was over, we went to an ice skating show. We love all of the productions that Royal Caribbean puts together, but the ice skating shows are probably the girls' favorite. I love it in there because it's really, really cold and you're sitting in a nice warm chair and it's just an exciting and inviting environment. So we love it here. Anyways, we got surprised because the girls actually got asked to participate in the performance, which was really cool because they've seen it done in the past and this time around it was their turn. So it was really, really nice. Take a look at what they got to do.
Well, anyways, it's getting a little bit darker. It's almost, I'd like to say 9:30. So, and look at the sky. It's like 9:30. Miami, have you ever seen this? Anyways, so thank you guys so much for following along. Don't forget to click like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Teatime with Aloha and Coco. I know I talked a lot in this video, but I just want to tell you guys so many like cool things about all these places. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in our next video. But until then, don't forget, stay magical.